Hey everybody, it's Numerologist Michelle Buchanan with your numerology forecast for November 2018. Where has the year gone? It's insane. Alright, so let's calculate your personal year number so I can give you your forecast for the month. We do that by adding the month and day of your birth date, or the day and month, to number 2. Okay? You're going to add the month and day or day and month of your birthday to number 2. All right, let me use the example 4th of April. We would go 4 plus 4 plus 2. Okay, 4 plus 4 plus 2 is 10. All right, we're going to keep adding together any double-digit numbers until we get a single number between 1 and 9. In my example, 10, 1 plus 0 equals 1. All right, now let me give you another example. 28th of March, all right, 2 plus 8 equals 10, plus 3 equals 13, plus 2 equals 15. 1 plus 5 equals 6. All right, one more time, because I get asked this no matter how many times I say it. I always get asked, how do you do that calculation again? This is how it goes. You can add the month and day of your birth date to number 2. Or day and month of your birthday to number 2. Continue to add together any double-digit numbers until you eventually get a single number between 1 and 9. And that single number is your personal year number for the year. All right? So let's get started with your forecast. And what does it all mean? If you have a personal year number 1, this whole year for you is about creating a new beginning. Clean slate, fresh start. So some people it's going to be really obvious, you know, new job, new relationship, new home, whatever, okay, big things. Other people, not so much. Everybody's different. Some people, everything will stay exactly the same in their life, but beneath the surface, you may be trying to create a new you. So you may be having a new way of perceiving your life, or in a situation that you're in, or an issue that you've carried around your whole life and felt victimized by, but now you've got a new mindset about it. Or you might take on a new a new health regime. You may take on some new habits. You know, it could be a new study program. Who knows? Everyone's different. But what life is asking you this year is be a new you. What do you need to adopt? What do you need to change? What do you need to bring into your life that's going to enhance you and your life? Make things better for yourself. Okay, don't hold on to what's old and doesn't work anymore. Life is saying we need a fresh mindset and some fresh options. All right, now the month of November, life is asking you to communicate more. All right, you got to get clear about what you want and need and what's not working and what needs resolving beneath the surface, and have the courage to speak up about it. So first and foremost, you need to get clear about what that is for yourself personally, and then have the courage to sort of start to make those things happen, to voice those thoughts and opinions. If it's regarding others, you need to have the courage to have those conversations. Sometimes they can be awkward, but if you do it with love and compassion and understanding and tolerance, then you got to speak your truth. And that's what this month is asking you. If anyone has a massive issue with that and you've delivered it in a kind and considerate, compassionate way, then it's their issue, not yours. So don't make it your problem. Now, you really need to know this is a very powerful combination of numbers this month for you when it comes to creating. We're all creative beings, and we all create by what we think and feel and what we believe in life. But for you guys, this combination of numbers this month is saying you're manifesting big time. So be aware of what it is you're actually manifesting. Get clear about what you want and focus on that. Don't waste your time and energy on what you don't want, or dwelling on what's no longer working, or moaning about what you are unhappy about, because you're just going to attract more of that. So be positive, be aware of what you're thinking at all times, and get out there. Also be more social, and a little bit more fun in your life is needed this month, okay? Find out what makes you feel good. Doesn't matter what it is. It could be going for a walk on the beach. It could be listening to music you love. It could be having a drink and a few wines with your mates. Doesn't matter. Whatever feels good, and it's legal and it's healthy, do more of that, because that's going to raise your energy vibration, and that helps you to attract the things that you're trying to attract in your life easier. All right? Personal year number 2. All right, you guys, not gonna lie, this month of November, life is asking you to be patient. Things are gonna happen a bit more slowly this month, all right? Bit of a pain in the neck, I know, especially when you're an impatient person like I am. But what's happening is, this is a month where life is saying, there's going to be obstacles. There could be obstacles and delays, but there's a reason for that. It doesn't have to be a bad thing. Obstacles and delays and things happening a bit slower are only challenging for us because we want things to happen as easy as possible and as quickly as possible. But life knows what it's doing. And this month you're being tested, you're being asked to be patient, to be persistent, and to work on the details behind the scenes, to know that you're not in charge, divine timing's in charge, and you need to sort of go with that natural flow of energy without forcing things to happen. Now, if you force things to happen before their time this month, they probably will not work out. So you need to know that, all right? It's going to do you a lot more good if you can go with the flow. Now, things may take a bit longer to come to fruition. You may put a lot more energy into something that you normally would put the same amount of energy into, and things will happen quicker, but they're not. You might feel like you're wearing concrete, you want to go for a jog or a run, but you're wearing concrete boots, all right? And so your job this month is to slow and steady wins the race. That's the attitude you need to adopt. Slow and steady wins the race. Work on the details behind the scenes and don't give up, all right? Be patient, persistent, and positive. Right, personal year number 3. So you guys, this is a really action-packed year for you this year, and this month is a full-on month. Things are going to come from left field, all right? You really need to have your wits about you, because don't have your finger in too many pies, all right? You can tend to expand yourself out in so many places and objects and situations and experiences, but you really need to be smart about what you spend your time on, because you can be distracted very easily and sidetrack, and you may not complete the things that you've set out to complete. And so you need to be organized, structured. You need to not scatter yourself in too many directions. You know, dilute, because what happens when you do that is you dilute your energy, you dilute the action you're taking, and sometimes the results are sort of a little bit watered down as well. And so focus in one area and do things one thing at a time. Great energy though for getting out there and being a mover and a shaker, networking, connecting with other people, being more social, trying new things. This is also a month of change, and some of that change can be out of left field, things you didn't see coming. And that can be really exciting, awesome stuff, and it can be, whoa, what the hell just happened to me kind of stuff. So make sure that you're adaptable and flexible so that no matter what comes up unexpectedly, you can roll with it. And so roll with it. Remember, life knows what it's doing. You know, when you get a curveball or things take a turn, you've got to just roll with that energy, because the more you resist it, the worse it's going to be. You've got to go with the natural flow, however hard it is. But it's a very exciting vibration. Try some new things. You know, whatever changes need to be made in your life, because this is a month of change. Life is asking you, make change, make change. Whatever changes that are needed, if you're not making them, they may be forced upon you. So take action and be proactive. What needs changing? What needs, mixing up in your life? And go ahead and do more of that. Personal year number 4. Okay, you guys, now this year has been a sort of slow going year. A lot of cool things can happen in the 4 year, but it's also a building year where you're really laying the foundation for things that may come to fruition in the future. All right, so still head down, bum up. There's still work to do, but this month we're focusing on a lot of the relationships around you, and they can be relationships with clients, with friends, with family, with partners, with neighbors, the people in your life. One thing you need to know this month is be that shoulder to cry on. Whenever you are called to be of service, be compassionate. You know, give yourself freely without expecting anything in return, and be more understanding and kind and considerate towards others. Now, got to say, whatever has been relationship issues that have been brewing beneath the surface, and that could be with anyone, friends, colleagues, work colleagues, family member, partner, that's not been discussed, but it's sort of sitting there and brewing and brewing and brewing. Could be big things, could be small things. Whatever those things are, they tend to come to the surface in the energy that you're in now. So be aware that things may come up to be resolved. Don't run away. Don't sweep them under the carpet. Have the guts to be honest about what you're thinking and feeling, and create a more harmonious relationship, a more harmonious connection that is built on honesty. Okay, so be aware of that and don't run away. If you're single, be aware that there could be opportunities for you to have someone come into your life, but the quality of those kinds of connections all depend on the vibration you yourself are sending out. Okay, if you are kind and loving and believe that you are complete, no matter whether you're alone or you're with someone, and you believe that you want to be in someone's life for what you can give them and how you can add something magical to their life as opposed to what you can get and what you want for yourself, and you believe that love is out there, and you believe that you are worthy, and you believe that everyone has someone out there that will turn up at the right time, then you can have some really positive experiences and attract some really good quality connections. All right, we attract what we are. We attract what we need. So be aware of that. Believe in yourself, believe in love, be positive, and know when something doesn't work out. It's not because there's something wrong with you. It's not because life's got a conspiracy against you. It's not because they're an idiot, even when they're an idiot. It's because it simply wasn't meant to be. That's all. Nothing personal, just life. Easier said than done though, eh mate? Feels personal, eh? All right, let's go to personal year number 5. And this year for you guys has been full on. A lot of things happening. It's a very fast-paced moving year. For some people, it can be magical and exciting and adventurous. And one thing's going, and there's all these things going at the same time. And for other people, it can be quite, whoa, one unexpected drama after the other. It can be a drama-filled year. It's a year where you may have your finger in a lot of different pies and you're sort of all over the show, and then things left field are coming up and you really need to steady yourself and ground yourself and pace yourself and have time out for yourself just to sort of process what's going on. But this year life is asking you to make changes, big changes, So have a look, you were almost at the end of the year, so have a look back and ask yourself, what in my life needs to change? What do I need to mix up to make my life better? And take those steps to do it, so it's not forced upon you unnecessarily, especially if you are doing things that are unhealthy, either to your physical body or your mind, just be aware of that. Now, this month of November is saying get deep and meaningful. Get back to the inner you, what your needs really are. Who are you moving forward and what's most important to you, and get clear about that. This isn't a month where there's to focus so much on what's happening in the physical world. It's more about you internally. It's a big growing month. It's a personal development month. It's about doing things that really touch your soul and getting clear about what matters most to you. What matters most? Does it matter climbing the corporate ladder, or do your connections with friends and family and your health mean more to you? Health is very important, so look at mind, body, spirit this month. Make time to have fun. Make time to relax. Make time to fill your heart and soul. Some people may take a spiritual retreat or read a personal development book or listen to some online sort of courses or TED Talks or podcasts. Other people just having a bit more time for some rest and relaxation. You may not feel as social as you normally do because there is a side of you that's sort of wanting to process and get deeper and meaningful about what you really think and feel. So be aware you may not feel as party as you normally do or as social, and make time for yourself. Personal year number 6. Wow, what a ride. Now, this year for you, a lot of focus has been on your own relationship with yourself, so your own health and well-being, and also, finding balance within yourself with the relationships in your life and the people in your life and the responsibilities and commitments in your life. Relationship issues that have been brewing beneath the surface may still come up before the end of the year to be resolved. So whatever needs to be said, whatever's unresolved but is brewing beneath the surface, take the steps to solve things, to be cooperative, to be more negotiable, to be more adaptable and understanding towards others. Now, this month, there can be some career opportunities or opportunities with finances. Now, some people may be spending more money this month and other people may be earning more money, and some people it can be both. All right? One thing's for certain, make sure you budget. Don't overspend. Don't overcommit yourself financially. Think before you sign the dotted line and make a purchase. You know, do you really need it? Do you have the money for it? Just be smart, budget. Also, be on the lookout for ways that you can generate more income. Could be selling some things on eBay or on Trade Me around your home, or looking at ways that you can attract more business in your life. If you're self-employed, especially if you work in that sort of wellness or in a service-based job, where you're offering a service to others, this can be a favorable month. So be positive and believe in your skills and believe that business is coming in. Now, what else can I tell you? Oh yeah, be really mindful that this is a very powerful manifestation month. Okay, where what you believe to be will be. We attract what we think about. You know, whatever we give our attention to the most, we will attract in our life. So make sure that you give most of your attention to what you'd rather have and what makes you happy and the good things in life, as opposed to what's making you miserable, what's wrong, and what could go wrong. You know, you've got to pay attention to that and sort of, no, I'm going to attract what I'm thinking about the most. So let me think mostly about the good. All right? Personal year number 7. All right. Well, this year, as life is asking you to go deeper, it's asking you to think about what matters most to you in your life. You know, there may not be so much going on in the material world. Of course, there are still things happening because we live in a material world and physical world, and you can't not have things happen. But the point of this year is getting you, by the time we get to the end of this year, life kind of wants you to have this new mindset. Okay, who am I? What's important to me? What's the meaning of life? What's real? What's bullshit? You know, and not getting caught up and finding ways to balance the material and the spiritual world. This is a year where life is saying, go deeper. Look at what's out there that we can't see with the physical eye, because it can add so much meaning into your life. So some people may focus on personal development and looking at their issues and why they have them and how they can resolve them and how they're holding them back in life. Other people can be looking at what their spiritual beliefs are. You know, getting into meditation, breathing, yoga, you know, woo-woo, all that kind of thing. But life is saying, go deep, look for more meaning. Now, this month, it's a month for November. It's a month of endings, completion, and transformation, where you'll feel like you are the chrysalis that's turning into the butterfly. It's out with the old to make way for the new. And so basically, you've got to be aware of, look at your life. What is holding you back? What have you outgrown? What is no longer working in your life? And take steps to removing it. It can be people, it can be bad habits, and it can be limiting beliefs that you've been carrying around for years. It could be a victim mentality or a poverty consciousness about money. You know, it could be a job that you just cannot go to anymore because it's literally making you unwell. All right, so be aware of what isn't working and take steps to ending and completing some of those situations. Personal year number 8. Okay, this year for you guys is all about getting your personal power back. It's about finding ways to empower yourself, to not feeling like a victim, to have a more healthier relationship with money, to adopt an attitude of abundance, to get to a point where you believe the universe is abundant. And that's not just financially, it's an abundance of opportunities. It's an abundance of assistance where you need it. It's an abundance of love and friendship and support. And you're going to attract this year whatever you believe and whatever you're putting out. You're going to get it back tenfold this year. There's a very powerful manifestation year. So if you're not already familiar with the law of attraction, I suggest you get your paws on a book called The Quantum Success by Sandra Ann Taylor, or Michael Lozier, Law of Attraction, or John Kehoe, Mind Power, or any of the Abraham Hicks, Jerry and Esther Hicks, Abraham books on the law of attraction. You can watch videos of these people I mentioned on YouTube. You can get secondhand copies of books on Amazon. Just fill yourself up with understanding these universal laws that are governing you, because you've got a couple of months left while you're still in this vibration But whether you're in an 8 year or not, we're still manifesting and we're creative beings. So you need to know this information for your better good anyway. Now, the month of November, life is going to deliver you some new opportunities. So you need the mindset of, I want to create a fresh start. Where are these opportunities and what do I need to do to attract them in my life? So you want to take action this month. Take steps to making things happen. Don't sit around on the couch waiting for life to knock on your door, because it's not going to. You need to be proactive. You need to be determined, to be strong, to be courageous, and to take action. All right? Be proactive and take steps to creating a fresh start in your life. That's your advice for November. And then last but by no means least, personal year number 9. This whole year, life is trying to encourage you to be a new you, to let go of habits or situations or people or experiences in your life that are holding you back or that are keeping you stuck or are preventing you from moving forward or developing and growing. For some people, it's really obvious in their 9 year. They can be, made redundant or leave a job or move house or end a relationship or, that kind of thing, big obvious things. Other people, no, not really. It's actually very subtle. The transformations and completions and endings are coming from within. It can be you feel your inner self, your gut instinct, your intuition telling you, oh, you've got to cut back on that. It's pretty unhealthy. You really need to make some changes here in your lifestyle maybe, or in the way that you interact with other people. Whatever is happening, follow that gut instinct, because it's always the first warning, put it that way. If you get the gut instinct, I really shouldn't eat this much sugar, or I really shouldn't eat that, or I really should work out more, or I really should cut down my drinking, or I really shouldn't take those drugs, or whatever you're into, follow that inner prompting, because what it is it's a message before the big messages come if you don't listen. And the big messages are a health issue or a personal life issue or whatever. So listen. It's also the same with people. You get that feeling, oh, I really don't think I should be, mixing with these people, or I really don't think I should be working in this business anymore. I've outgrown it. So have the courage to move forward. Don't hold on to what you know and just for the sake of holding on. Have the courage to move forward, to believe that there are new things coming. Next year's a whole new fresh start for you, a whole new cycle of new beginnings and opportunities. And new beginnings and opportunities are coming to you this year too. So let's have a look at November. November can have... you need to be patient in November, put it that way, all right? Don't force things to happen before their time. Slow down, all right? Life is asking you to slow down. If you force things to happen, if you're impatient and you force things to happen before their time, they probably will not work out the way that you want. Everything can turn to shit. So be patient. Trust that everything will unfold in the right order and timing. This is also a month where life is asking you to work on the personal relationships in your life. They can be relationships with work colleagues, friends, partners, family members, people in your circle of friends, that whatever issues are brewing beneath the surface that need to be discussed and resolved, you have to resolve them. Life is going to prompt you to do these things so that you be more cooperative, be understanding and compassionate towards others, be kind, and be open to resolving things. Have the courage to admit your mistakes, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, you might feel a bit more emotional this month. You might feel a bit tender, a bit sort of sensitive. And just know that it's a very powerful time to connect in a meaningful way with other people, to clear the air and to have more harmonious and deeper connections with others. All right, so I'll leave that with you. And I will be here to give you a forecast for November, in November on the 1st. So if you need me, there's my website up there, www.michellebuchanan.co.nz. I sell numerology reports. I'm doing a 2 for the price of 1 special. Just go to my website and I do readings for people all over the world. All right? So have an awesome month and I will talk to you again in December.